Honestly, that's so nasty, Michaela. I know, I just spit in a napkin. Because you hear my voice? You hear how nasal my voice sounds? Because your girl is sick. Yo, tell me. Yo, okay, this is the most braziest thing ever. It has nothing to do with... Look, this has nothing to do with the freaking story time. But... last week, Michaela was having the time of her life. Yes, Michaela was not sick. Michaela was like, yes, hunty, I'm fine. I need to get my grades up because they're all F's right now because Michaela hasn't been doing her homework. And I go to work, okay? Not saying that my friend got me sick. You know, I'm not blaming you, girl. But I go to work, okay? I go on my break because, you know, your girl got to get a break because I was standing at the door all the time. Like, if you work at the movies, you know exactly what door is. It's basically standing there for freaking 4 hours ripping someone's ticket, okay? So I go on my 10, my 20, I can take 10s because your girl don't, come on now, like, it depends who's there. If one of my friends is there, I'll take a 15, like a 20-minute break, but. So basically, my friend came up there, you know, so basically, when I got up there, my other friend was already up there. We were talking, and my other friend came up. I was like, yo, hey. And then all I see in her hand was some Chlorasep. Okay, if you don't know what Chlorasep is, medicine for your throat. Like, if your throat's scratchy and sore, you squirt it in the back of your throat so it can numb it. And I was like, oh, you sick? Oh, poor baby. And, you know, I was like, okay, blah, 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 blah. The next day, and then I cannot remember what day it actually was, but the next day, I was fine. Then the next day, okay? That night, the next day. So, okay, let's just go back, okay? The next day after I went to work, okay? After I went to work. I went to sleep that night, okay? I woke up the next day after that with a sore throat. Like, my throat hurt so bad, it felt like I poured acid down my throat. I don't even know what acid feels like, but that's what it freaking felt like. I poured acid down my throat. I was like, like, I couldn't even speak. Like, I went to the movies that day to see analyzation, right? And I was like to my dad, I went with my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I cannot speak to the lady. Like, my voice was like so quiet. This is how I was talking like this. I can't talk to the person. My dad's like, what? I'm like, I can't talk to the person. He's like, what? I'm like, oh my God. Like, literally, he had like put his ear like next to my mouth. I'm like, I cannot speak to the person. My voice is not loud enough. And he was like, okay, whatever, yeah. And then so after the movie, like, it wasn't as bad, but it was really hurting. And after the movie, because it was like almost like 2 hours, my throat was burning. It was hurt. Every time I swallowed, it hurt so bad. So I had to get, you know, the medicine. I got Chlorasep, the same thing that she got. And then I used it. It was bad and all that. And the next 2 days, it started to go away. I'm like, okay, I'm getting better. And then all of a sudden, I start coughing. My nose is getting stuffy. I'm congested. I have a sinus infection. Like, what the heck? I can't get rid of this thing. Like, I'm like, tell my dad, like, when is this gonna go? He's like, I don't know. It takes like a couple days or weeks. I'm like, weeks. So basically, I'm still sick to this day. So thanks to the person who got me that. And we all know that I have been gone because, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I've been lazy. I just not been feeling motivated to do another YouTube right now. So, basically, this is the story time that I've been promised you guys, okay? So, basically, this is how it happened. This is how it went down. This is how it went down. This is how I got, I'm not even going to say caught. Not caught. This is how I got trapped. Like, not even trapped. I got stuck at Kids Quest. Like I was not allowed to leave. And I'm gonna tell you why. This is so messed up, okay? So back when I lived in Summerlin, if you from Las Vegas knew where Summerlin is, I went to Bonner, okay? Shout out to Bonner Elementary School. I love you guys. I love Bonner, except when the new principal came. It's a long story. And I had a best friend at the time. She was my best friend. She was black, you know. And I'm not gonna say her name or anything like that. And you know, I went out with her. I used to spend it at her house. And my mother loved her. Blah 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 blah. And we were best friends. We used to hang out, stuff like that. And so I remember like one day, like I think it was the day before 4th of July. It was like the day before 4th of July or 2 days before 4th of July. And so I went over her house because I was spending a night because, you know, it's my best friend. Like, I was going to spend a night. Like, come on now. And so I go over her house, like, kind of like in like the afternoon, and she's like, "Oh, we're going over to someone else's house." Because whenever I was with her, we never stayed in the house. We were always somewhere around Vegas, driving around, whatever. And so I guess some people came in town, and so we were driving around, showing them around, stuff like that. And this is so freaking irritating. Jesus, just me thinking about it is making me mad. You know how like you see commercials like like you're in an airplane and the kid is constantly hitting, like kicking the crap out of your seat, and you're trying so hard not to have a I want to say nigga moment, but like if you get it, it's the Boondocks. But come on now, I was trying, like, you know how they try like not to have a moment like cuss the kid out or freaking snatch the kid or whatever. That's what basically happened. So imagine like, okay, this right here where I'm sitting, this is like the back seat, okay? But then you have the trunk, okay? And then there's the front, you know? So there's 2 people in the trunk, 2 people right here, and then 2 people right there. So basically 2, 4, 6, 8 people in the car, maybe 7. And this kid, like, I don't know. I can't remember if it was Lena. I don't think I told her. I don't know. I can't remember if I told my best friend's mom about it or the actual kid's mother about it. But I know that like my friend, she was sitting next to me, and a little girl, she was kicking my seat constantly. And we're on the highway, okay? We were on the highway, okay? Going by the outside mall, and we were passing like the outdoor mall or outlet mall, whatever. And or the premium mall, I think that's what they call it. I don't know. I don't go there. It's really expensive. And she was just constantly kicking my seat, and I'm looking at her in the back, and I'm like, "Can you please stop?" And then she said no, or she said something. She stopped for like a minute or something like that. And then she constantly did it. I said, "Can you please stop?" And then her mom said, "Don't be talking to my kid like that. What do you think you are?" And I said, "She's constantly kicking the back of my seat. Like, don't you see it?" Like, I don't think I said that, but because I was a quiet kid. When I was younger, I was really shy and really quiet. And then I know, like, my friend, she looked at me. She said, "I am so sorry. I know exactly what you're going through. She did this. That girl is spoiled rotten." And I was like, you know what, Jesus? Take the wheel. Take the wheel, Jesus. Just take the wheel, okay? We were driving all the way to the illegal firework place, okay? If you're from Vegas, you know exactly where it is. It's hecka far. It's like almost going to Utah, honestly. And trying to go to Utah, it was like at least 2 to 3 hours. So I'm sitting in that car, and she's just kicking my seat constantly, until she fell asleep. That was about an hour, a whole hour. Okay, the next day, okay? You know how adults want to hang out with adults and kids, you know, she wanted to, you know how adults want to go and, you know, drink alcohol and go gamble, stuff like that, because we went to the casino for some freaking reason. I cannot remember. And so my best friend's mom decided to put us in Kids Quest, okay? Now, here's what the problem came in, okay? You know, people do not babysit people's kids for free. Nothing in this world is free, okay? And probably in like 2023, they're going to be charging you to breathe air. Like, come on now. Or charging you to pee or poop. Like, come on now. And so, hold on. Drink break. Okay. Where was I going? Okay. So, you know, like, when you put your kid into Kids Quest, you're going to have to pay for your kid to be able to get out, okay? You're going to have to pay some moolahs, like cash, okay? It's expensive, okay? Because no one's going to babysit someone's kids for 50 cents an hour. Like, come on now. So, I think we were sitting, like, for 3 hours, something like that. Like, it was kind of boring. Like, honestly, Kids Quest is so, like, overrated. It's like, or is it underrated? I think it's overrated. Or is it under? I don't know what it is. I really don't understand. But it's so boring. Like, it's so hyped up. Oh, my God, Kid Quest is so fun. It's so boring. Like, it's the most boring thing I've ever did. It's boring. It's more boring than Creative Kids. And Creative Kids kind of boring. But except when I had that freaking, those crackers with the apple juice. Girl, that's my stuff. Some apple juice, like the honey crackers, and you put it in the apple juice. Ooh, I could eat those up. That was my favorite back then. But, and so like now it's time for us to like get out because she came back for us. Oh my God, this is so annoying. So basically, what had happened is it's time for us to leave, okay? It's time for us to leave. Go home, okay? And so she pays, so my best friend's mom paid for her daughter, okay? Tell me why she didn't have enough money to pay for me. Tell me why she didn't have enough money to pay for me to get out. She had no money, actually, to get me out of Kids Quest. I was literally trapped in Kids Quest. They said, okay, well, this would be like another something. I don't know how much it was. But she was like, okay, she paid for her daughter how much it was. But apparently she forgot that you have to pay for the other kid. You have to pay for me. You have to pay for me because you put me in Kids Quest. I didn't want to go to Kids Quest. You put me in Kids Quest. So basically, she didn't have money to pay for me to be able to get out of Kids Quest. So I was held there for an hour. A whole hour. Because she did not have any money to get me out. Because she gambled it. Do you know how scared I was? Do you know? When I heard that, my life flashed before my eyes. It flashed before my eyes. I think the kids quest that we went to was at Red Rock because at the time we lived in Summerlin, and Red Rock had the kids quest, I think. I can't remember which one it was, but all I know is I could not get. They would not let me out because she didn't have enough money to pay for me. My life flashed before my eyes. I'm crying. I'm like, my mother's gonna leave me. She's gonna forget about me. I'm never gonna see my mom and dad again. Like, I was crying. I was bawling. My friend was sitting over here, like, trying to, like, soothe me. And in my brain, I was mad. I'm like, how you not have enough money for me? You gamble. How the heck you gamble it? Why don't you put it aside? My mother literally had to come and get me out of Kids Quest. I think. Oh, no, she didn't. My best friend's mom, her friend got me out of Kids Quest. Because, like, honestly, I'm sitting there, I'm like, how you forget about me? You put 2 kids into Kid Quest, not me. How you forget about me? Out of all people. I'm your responsibility. When you decide, guys, when your parent decides to have another kid come along, it's now your responsibility to take care of that kid, to feed the kid, all that stuff. This girl did not have enough money to get me out. So eventually I got out of Kids Quest and I was so mad. I was literally thinking, I'm gonna go to the foster home. I don't know what was gonna happen. Lola over here doing some stuff. Now I gotta freaking clean it up. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna end the live because my parents just came home. I gotta talk to them because they like to talk and stuff like that. So basically, that's the story time. But I'm gonna come back maybe tomorrow and finish it and add it on. So yeah, I hope everyone had good grades because Michaela did it for a second. Michaela had Fs. My grades went A, F, F, C. A, F, C, F, F, F. That was it. I had about 5 Fs. Now I got 3 Bs and 3 As, okay? But I love you guys. Like I said at the end of all my videos, I will see you guys later. Missing E Savages, stay savagey. I will finish the story because my parents just came home, like I said. I love you guys, and yeah.